Congress manifesto promises to omit the sedition law from the Indian Penal Code. This law has been criticized even by the Law Commission for being very ambiguous and very prone to misuse by the political establishments. Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code defines sedition, but this definition has been qualified, filtered and been made more nuanced by the various Supreme Court judgments. What is this law? What is the history about it? And how it has been used by the subsequent political parties for its own gains? We tell you here. The law dates back to the British Empire in India. The empire wanted to use this law for curbing freedom of expression and especially the dissent of the Indian freedom movement in the country. It was back in 1870 that it was introduced in the Indian statute books, and basically to ensure that no form of dissent comes against the British rule in the country. If you look at the key examples during the British era who were charged with sedition, it includes none other than Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Mahatma Gandhi, who were charged for their views and opinions on the British Empire. The United Kingdom itself has done away with this law in 2009 after various revisions, after various recommendations saying that this law is against freedom of expression and speech. It is the Supreme Court of India which, through its various judgments, has laid down what exactly amounts to sedition. Mere raising of slogans which on the literal interpretation sound seditious, anti-India, is not an offence of sedition. One of the leading examples is the case of Balwant Singh versus the state of Punjab, where few people, few Sikhs, shouted Khalistan Zindabad, and this was right after the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, just few hours after that. According to the Supreme Court, leading to public disorder is a very important content of the offence of sedition. If you have said something, written something or shouted a certain slogan at a rally which has led to immediate violence, you can directly correlate it to that. Only that will amount to sedition. That is the bar that the Supreme Court has put out in Balwant Singh and also Kedarnath Singh in multiple judgments that it has laid down. Ironically, Congress party talks about omitting the offence of sedition. It was the same UPA government which had charged very infamously cartoonist Aseem Trivedi with sedition for criticizing the government. Bombay High Court had to come to Aseem Trivedi's rescue and lay down the law and say that merely making a cartoon which has not led to some amount of violence is not sedition. It is freedom of speech and expression which should be respected in this country. In the presence of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act and very stringent anti-terror laws in this country, many experts say that we do not need a sedition law at all. The word used by the Congress party in its manifesto is omitting the law. One of the key questions that remain, and Law Commission has also recommended that there should be a healthy debate on sedition. We should see whether we need the law in its present form. But this law, despite all the opposition, has continued to remain in the statute books, and we have to see how its trajectory is in the coming time. The Supreme Court at many occasions has clarified that it has a very limited ambit and scope.